Welcome to Fantasy Vacations. My name's Sarah. Please have a seat. I would love to get your vacation booked for you. How are you? How's your day been? Really stressed out at work. I totally understand. So what I would like to do for you is take some notes on the vacation that you're ideally looking for, and then we'll see what we can book for you, okay? Great. Before we get started, would you like a cup of coffee, glass of water, or anything? No? Okay. If you change your mind, just let me know, okay? All right. So, let me take a few notes on what kind of vacation you're looking for, okay? That's all right with you? Sure. All right. And you've never booked with us before, is that correct? Okay. Well, thank you for giving us a chance. And how long of a vacation are you looking for ideally? 7 to 10 days, okay? All right. And with that vacation, are you looking for several days of travel to different places, or are you just looking for one flight or trip out and then staying at one destination, or are you looking for a cruise? A cruise or one destination, okay? Great, okay. And then, are you looking for any layover time in the place that you'll be departing from, or just immediately starting the vacation? Immediately, okay. And you seemed really interested in the cruise packages that we had on the phone. Are you really looking more for a cruise than anything else? It doesn't matter. We can discuss all of your options. Okay, we'll discuss both. So, are you looking for like a spa type experience? Are you looking for someplace where you can do some like day exploring? Are you looking for where you're not around a whole lot of other people and just having some time to yourself? More kind of time to yourself, okay? And are you wanting like any of the educational type packages? If you're someone that's interested in writing, we have some of the writer skills. We have people that are interested, if you are a student in addition to work, we have some study type cruises and study type retreats. Okay, so you're a student, okay. What are you studying? Working on your MBA, good for you. I am too. Yeah. Well, I'm almost finished, yeah. But it's difficult when you work full time. So, okay, well, we do have several study retreats. What kind of background are you looking for? Tropical, or someplace cool, or someplace, super secluded, or what are you looking for? Okay, someplace tropical, but not super hot. Okay, I'm getting a good picture here. So, we do have a couple of options. We have a island retreat. You would fly down to Miami, Florida, and then you would catch a chartered jet to our private island. We only allow 12 guests at a time, and then the staff is there as well. Of course, you can leave at any time if you need to, work emergency, life emergency. We can get you a flight back out within just an hour or two, but you would stay there the entire time. Okay. And then if you're interested, that does have some optional day trips if you want to go out snorkeling, or if you want to go exploring the island, but you would do it as solo with just you and a guide. Okay. That is okay. And then there is a split option where you would fly to Miami and take a day-and-a-half cruise to the island, and then you have the option, it's a smaller version, but you would have the option of staying on the island and then doing some day trips out on the boat. If you wanted to, completely optional. They would be all at sea excursions. So it would just be an opportunity to have a different landscape. So you'd be out in the ocean and you could do whatever you wanted to do on the ship. We allow 5 guests at a time on the ship once you've been to the island, so that the ship is fairly quiet and peaceful. But you can spend the whole day or a day and a night on the cruise, up to 2 times while you're doing your thing. Okay. Well, in that case, what we'll do at this point is look at those options, or there's the all cruise option. We have 2 cruises, one that leaves from Miami and goes down to a little bit further islands. There is the opportunity to get off and explore the islands for a couple of days, do some snorkeling, things like that. But the majority of your time would be spent on board. And then we have a cruise that leaves from California, San Francisco area. That's where you'd fly from here into, and then board out of the ports there. And if you needed to spend any time in California or Miami, we could work that out with everything that you need to do. Okay. So at this point, I think it's up to you what you'd like to do. You want to do the all cruise? Okay, great. Now that does have a stop over at a different island. You have the option. They'll stay there for 24 hours, docked out in the ocean. And if you choose to go to the island for 24 hours, you can do so. It's all included in the trip regardless. And you can choose to spend the whole 24 hours on the island, or just part of the time on the island. They'll have a smaller boat going back and forth as much as the guests want. Right. Now the cruise itself, since if you choose to do the all cruise option, we allow 150 people on the boat, and that's it, in addition to the crew. And if it's an all-included price, food, drinks, massages, anything that you need is all included. The only thing that's not included is gratuity, and that's entirely up to you how you want to handle that. Okay, so you are interested. Okay, and then are you interested in doing the island trip at all? I need to have an idea if you're interested or not, just for planning purposes. You are? Okay. For overnight. Okay, great. And when are we looking to do this? I have cruises that leave every week, so in 2 weeks? 2 weeks to a month. Okay. Well, we'll see what we have available. Absolutely. That I think you'll really enjoy it. You'll have full Wi-Fi the whole time you're there, so anything that you need to do online, and the Wi-Fi is included. There's no extra charge. Obviously, you'll have if you have Wi-Fi calling your phone service won't be interrupted, and you can choose to eat in your room. Some people like to have lunch in their room out on their deck, or you can choose to eat in the dining room. It's totally up to you. We try to give you as much personal space as you like. Okay. Oh, a glass of water? Of course. Let me grab that for you, and then we'll get planning your cruise. Okay. Just a moment. I'll be right back. Thanks so much for waiting. Yeah, I always have a glass size of water on my desk, but here's for you. I filled it up with a lot of ice, just because with the sun coming in, it is a little warm in here today. So, please, I'll set it down here for you. Thanks. So, before we get started, you did mention you're a student, and we do offer a student discount. If you for your ID today. It's okay. Yeah, absolutely. This is just to get everything in the computer today, and then we'll be able to do everything online, so you won't have to stop in if you don't want. If you do, you're more than welcome. You're always welcome here, but I know you're busy, so you definitely don't have to worry about stopping in after today. We can meet online. No, not Zoom or anything. I can just virtually chat with you. Of course, of course. Do you mind if I put my hair back before we get started? Thank you. Okay. Thanks. I tend to lean down when I type, and I don't want to get my hair in the way while we're taking care of your arrangements. So, I've got my notes that we made, and we're going to get started on planning your trip. I'm very, very excited for you. I think you're going to absolutely love this cruise. Seriously, we've never had an unhappy client. The only bad feedback I've ever gotten is they wish they had done it sooner, or that it was a little longer. However, we do offer a 2-week option if you decide to book with us again, and if you do book another trip with us, you'll immediately get a 30% discount. Oh, and that's right, you said that Melissa, your friend, recommended you, and what was her last name? Yes, I have her. She went just 6 months ago, so you will get that 25% discount for being recommended by a friend, and she'll get 25% off her next booking as well. And since you're a new customer, we'll do an additional 10% off, okay? So it's going to be 35% off, and we will do all of the flight arrangements. So the ticket price for your flight down to Miami and back is included in the total price of the trip, okay? Great. All right, I'm going to grab a sip of water, and let's get started. Okay, so you're wanting to do this pretty quickly. So let me see what I have available, okay? Well, it looks like I have one available in 2 weeks from tomorrow. That would be your flight day out. And then I have one that is leaving 2 days after that. And then I have one that's 3 weeks out from tomorrow, and one that's 4 weeks out from tomorrow. It's up to you. Whichever one, I can get you booked on today. The one 2 weeks out from tomorrow. Okay, so you'll be leaving on a Friday. Great. Now, it's a 7-day cruise, but you have a day before of travel and a day after of travel. Okay, just so we're all on the same page. Does that still work? Great. Okay. So, excuse me, 2 weeks from tomorrow, maybe kind of Friday, 7-day cruise, and then a day back. Now, the travel days are entirely up to you. The ship starts boarding at 10 a.m. and doesn't leave port until 8 p.m. that night. So if you're a morning traveler and you want to get there early and get settled into your room, as soon as you board the ship, you have access to all of the amenities on the ship, including lunch and dinner that day. If you choose to come in later in the day, that's fine. You can still enjoy late lunch on the ship, or you can just enjoy some light snacks before dinner. It's entirely up to you. Okay. So mid-morning, what time were you wanting to get to Miami? It's about a 2-hour flight from here. So you'd like to get to Miami about lunchtime. 11:30, 12 o'clock. Okay, let me see what we have available. I have one that would get you in there at 12. I know that the airplanes are so silly, but yes, 12 bucks for you. Okay, So the flight here would start boarding at 9:15 and leaves at 10. So you need to get to the airport about 8 o'clock to get through. Since this is going to be an international trip, they'll start doing the international process. Do you have your passport already? Okay, great. I will verify all of that online later. We'll get you booked today and we'll do the student discount. We'll do all of that stuff online. But today I just want to make sure we get you booked in time to get everything set up. Okay, great. All right. Get your flight booked. How do you spell your last name again, please? Okay. All right. So I have you booked. Do you want a window or an aisle seat? It's 2 seats on each side of the plane. Okay. And will you have luggage that you want to check? If you could guess, do you think 1 or 2 bags? 2? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Any more than 2, it's a $25 surcharge, but we could probably find a way to discount that out. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, and you are allowed to carry on items, so bag and like a backpack, things like that. And yes, you are allowed to bring any snacks or drinks that you can get through the airport, as long as they're, sealed when you walk in through security. Those can go on the plane. There will be drinks and snacks on the plane. These are not your normal, peanuts or pretzels. They'll do a cheese and a fruit plate. You can choose one or both. And then there's 2 alcoholic drinks included for the flight if you wish to have them. Okay. Okay. Sure, absolutely. Okay. Alright, so I've got your flight there booked. As far as your return, were you wanting to spend any time in Miami, or were you wanting to just come straight back home? The ship gets into the port usually between 1 and 2 in the afternoon. So you could spend the day and or the night. I could take care of hotel arrangements if you wanted to, or you can get an evening flight back. We can get you to the airport by, I want to say, safely 3:30. So the earliest flight you could get out would be around 5 or so. Okay. Sure. Let me see what the latest flight they have is. So we can put you on a 10:30. That work? Perfect. Okay. And then that flight back will have similar snack options, the 2 drinks, etc. Everything the same before. Now, if you do find that you have extra things to bring back that you have purchased, we can book another bag for you at no charge. I'll put a 3rd bag option in just in case. A lot of people find if they bring like a collapsible bag or suitcase, tuck it in, things are bringing, it's just a blur, but we do have suitcases on board if you need to purchase something. Okay, great. Yeah, the return trip bag will take care of it. Okay, and then as far as parking at the airport, are you going to drive yourself? Because I can get you parking vouchers, or would you like me to set up an Uber for you, or how would you like to handle that? Oh, okay. Okay. Sure, we can do an Uber both there and back. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I will take care of that for you. It's your first trip. I want you to enjoy it and not have to worry about that, okay? You don't live that far from the airport. I will take care of that. Okay. Do you have the Uber app already? Okay, I will give you our discount code. It will be in all of your final email instructions, and it'll be texted to you as well so that you have it, okay? And if you, for any reason, can't find it when it comes time, we have a 24-hour hotline available and online chat. Even if I'm not working, someone can find your travel arrangements and get any information that you need for you, okay? Yes. Oh, and also because this is your first trip insurance in case you are ill and can't make the trip. If you do have some kind of incident on board where you would heaven forbid get injured or ill, we would take care of it. We would get you the medical care that you needed, and all of your trip would be refunded, okay? And because this is your first trip, your insurance is covered. After that, you'll get a 50% discount, and the trip insurance does cover 100% of your booking, including the flight, okay? Great. And if you want to purchase additional trip insurance through your insurance, you're more than welcome to do so. I would just need a record of who that insurance is with, okay? Great. So, are you interested in the island excursion? You can change your mind. I just kind of want to get the... Okay, you did say you are. Yeah, okay. I thought we had covered that. All right, I get ahead of myself. So, you are allowed to choose your room. All the rooms have windows, and all of them have balconies. The only choice you have to make is if you want to be closer to the ocean. All of our, we have 3 levels of rooms, and the lowest level obviously is going to be closer to the ocean, but you still have a great vantage point from your balcony. It's just you are closer to the bottom of the ship. And then we have our rooms on decks 3, 4, and 5. The top deck level is all pools and open bars and things like that, and then there's a few shops up there. Level 2 is where all the dining rooms and spas are, and then 6, 7, and 8 are accessible to guests. They have study rooms, libraries, some additional shopping, some private restaurants. They also have some internet cafes if you just want to come in and have a different experience than studying in one of the study rooms. They also have rooms with whiteboards if you need that kind of space. There's some additional spas down there, and some other beauty services. If you need your hair cut, if you need your nails done, anything like that, any kind of beauty treatment you could possibly think of. There's also a full gym on board. There's 2 of them. One has a pool with lamps, and then one has soaking pools, different temperature hot tubs and saunas, and then there's the 2 pools on the upper deck. Yes, and there's a couple of coffee shops and cocktail bars on all levels that don't include the rooms. Yes, all drinks, alcoholic and otherwise, are included. Much as you want, including in the individual restaurants. Those are already covering the cost. The main dining room is all you can eat. The restaurants are plated meals. Okay. Do you have any dietary restrictions or needs that we should be aware of? You do have a option if you want vegetarian meals, but I'm first concerned about any allergies. No allergies. Okay. But you would like vegetarian meals. Does that include any dairy? Okay. And fish? Okay. Yes, you'll still have access to anything else if you choose to eat it, but we completely respect your wishes, and those are the offerings that you will be offered first. Okay. And then which level did you want your room on? Okay. Okay. And then in terms of your meals And you can change this later, but just to get an initial head count, are you someone that's an early breakfast, late, early? Okay, we can do breakfast starting at 5 a.m. in the main dining room, and there's restaurants that start before that. 6 to 7, okay. And then lunch, usually between 12 and 1, okay. And then dinner. Later, the latest we do dinner in the main dining room is service starting at 10 p.m. 8, okay. Like I said, this can change, but they just like to get an initial head count. And then there are snacks available in all of the dining rooms, including the main dining room, throughout the day. Okay. And then, do you want a coffee maker in your room? Okay. And then, do you want that drip coffee? Do you want it with the coffee pods, which we can provide? Drip coffee. Okay. Caffeinated or decaffeinated? Do you want access to a free reading tablet on board that we can download any newspapers that you would want? Yes? And which newspapers are you interested in? Okay. Anything else? And do you want a TV in your room? Okay. And do you need additional plugs for any medical equipment such as CPAP machines? Okay. And then do you want a shower or a tub in your room or both? Okay. And then are you interested in our turn down service, which includes a makeup removing service, skincare service, and if you are interested in light massage and any ASMR treatment that you desire, we can do this up to an hour before bedtime, and sessions can last from 30 minutes to 90 minutes, your choice. And you can alter that once you get in session. Yes? Great, our guests really enjoyed, and you'll be assigned an individual person. Do you prefer a male or a female, or does it matter? Does it matter? Okay. Great. And are you familiar with ASMR? Okay. And are there any triggers that you don't like? Okay. Okay. And any that are particular favorites? And then do you have a time you would like them to come? 11:30. Okay. Great. All right. And then as far as access to the spas, the pools, anything that's open 24/7, we do ask that if you want to listen to music, that you do so via headphones, just to be respectful to other guests. We have access to them on board. You can hook up if you have your own Bluetooth headsets. Doesn't matter what brand, we can hook them to all of our equipment, and you're more than welcome to do any type of exercise, yoga, running, anything like that on the upper decks, okay, or in the gyms. We just ask that we keep any excessive noise down, just so that the other guests have the opportunity to enjoy the relaxation and quiet that they came on board for. Okay? Great. Okay. Alright, and then are there any special pieces of equipment for safety reasons, for accommodations that you would need on board? Okay. Alright. We will have blackout sleeping masks and earplugs available just for you in the room. Some people find the noise of the ship, at least the first night or so, it can be disturbing to your sleep, so you will have access to that, but you're more than welcome to bring your own. There are sound machines in the room as well. Okay. And then finally, are you someone that likes a harder bed or a softer bed? adjustable. We just like to know the base where we can start it for you. And then you will receive fresh towels at the beginning of the trip, and you'll have an additional towel for the pool. But to conserve water and be respectful to the environment, we won't change out your towels or your bedding every day unless you request it done, okay? Obviously, if you need replacements, they'll be given to you immediately. You just need to call on the in-ship phone and they will bring anything that you need to your room. We just like to conserve water as much as possible, okay? Yes. All of the ship's water in the sinks in the room and in the water dispensers in the hallway are purified, and they are completely safe to drink, and there is obviously bottled water on the ship as well. Yes, there is access to ice machines throughout the ship, and if you want to bring your own water bottle on board, lots of people do. Sure, absolutely, and you will have your own steward for your room, and they will handle anything that you need, including filling water bottles, grabbing snacks, things like that, okay? And do you prefer working with a male or female, or does it matter? Okay, great. So, pretty much the cruise is 100% up to you, how you handle your personal time. So no one will pressure you. If you want to eat dinner in your room one day, just let your steward know they can prepare a meal for you from one of the restaurants and bring it to your room. You will be left completely undisturbed unless you ask for anything, okay? Great. And then one more question. Is there anyone else that you would like to potentially ask to be on this trip? And if so, I'm more than happy to send them an invite. No? Okay. Not a problem. Okay. Well, I have everything set up for you. I'm going to give you a printout. Let me highlight a couple of things on this for you, just so that you know, okay? So I'm going to highlight my email address and my name on the chat. And then I'm going to highlight your flight time there and back, your room number, and your preferences in terms of vegetarian meals. Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Great. Let me give you this, and then I will be in touch. I'm going to send you an email, and you'll have that here shortly. I'm going to summarize our meeting today, and then that will have the final price. And then as long as everything is agreeable to you, you can just return my email with acceptance, and then we'll set a time to do a chat. I'll get your driver's license and your student ID and a picture of your passport on file, and then we can work out payment. And all I need down initially is 15%, and then you have the option of doing a payment plan or paying all of it in full. Yes, payment plans can be done over a period anywhere from 6 months to a year, though you would need to have at least 50% of this trip paid off before you did another booking with us. Yes, the interest rate on the payment plans is 2%. Okay, great. Let me get you an initial number on my screen here for you. If you'd like to look right here. I figured you would say that. Most people are pleasantly surprised with how reasonably affordable our trips are. Yes. Well, I sincerely appreciate the opportunity to work with you, and I look forward to getting everything finalized very soon. Thank you so much for trusting us with your trip, and I hope it is amazing. Thank you. It's really nice working with you too.